Stu Colby gets away well then from Gareth Hobson and Gavin Clinch. This is the B final for those that will all have coulda, woulda, shoulda stories. As they flow through the sweeper.
Oh,
small mistake there, and Gav makes a. So Gareth made a small mistake, and Gav. Well, there was a gap. Gav.
No, Gareth lost 3 spaces because he hit the curb, bounced out in the field. It's no one's fault but his own.
No, absolutely.
Some very multicolored. So everyone's put their best bodies on this, haven't they? We've got a lot of nice colours at the front,
and
apart from one solid green car further back.
Indeed. Gavin makes a mistake and drops to the back of the field, having been in a solid position.
Still Stu Colby leading.
It is Stu Colby leading.
He's a little bit being closed up by the incredibly multicoloured car of Steph Abbott. That has literally got every single colour under the sun in that one. Blue, pink, yellow, orange, bit of black.
That is that's a sale.
I've got all these tins left.
That's a sale at home base paint job, isn't it? That's a.
So Colby leads by 0.5 of a second, and then it's another second back to George Munns in third, and the 3 of them are staying equidistant at the moment. But actually saying that, there's a little bit of a gain there in the third. Drop back to second place, the every single colour in the world car. And that is Steph Abbott, who's under heavy pressure now for that second place from George Munns.
Heads out onto the main straight, this battle. The pair of them closing in on the back of Stu Colby. It's kind of weird when you're in that position as well, because if you're sort of running as second and third, there's kind of a... You kind of almost want to communicate with each other. Look, let's not battle now. Let us catch the leader and get ourselves back up to the leader before we start going at it 7 bells, because we don't want to let him get away. And we'll sort it out when we get there, kind of thing. There's a kind of an unwritten thing that after you've raced with someone for a while, you kind of develop that understanding that, yeah, you know what, we need to get back up to the front. And the pair of them are, looks like Steph is right back now with
tiny
Stu Colby.
error from Stu there, and that was when you've only got, 3/4 second lead, a tiny half-second error, and that's it now on the tail, right on the tail.
Yep.
Steph looking at the run around the outside through the sweeper. Not going to happen
here. Not quite
here.
making it. Cuts back.
Double tight. Switch back. Oof. Blimey, how they not hit so far?
I've got a feeling that George is going to be leading this fairly soon. From sitting back there in third place. But Steph gets another good run through the sweeper. Cuts back. It looks like he's tighter. Sort of exited it. He gets an opportunity to cut back. But he kind of ran out of space to make the move. He's definitely got a better run onto the straight. Stu, a little bit defensive and tight. Steph makes a small mistake there, so George up to second now. So let's see if Steph immediately goes for that, or if he just takes a couple of corners to recover, clean up the tyres a little bit, and see what happens with George having a go. And George now takes the lead, so George runs up from P7.
What you said happened, but not the way you thought it would.
No.
George just switched on the afterburners, just went past him.
He did. I think, Stu hit the brakes and he flew right by.
He's miles ahead.
He's not miles ahead, but he's
1.5 seconds ahead, which is the first thing he's been ahead so far this race.
He is. So he's obviously kept his tyres in shape.
Let's go.
I think Stu's starting to suffer a little bit now. And Steph could do with putting a move on him, but it needs to be clean. How long have we got left in this one? We have got 45 seconds left. George will not be wanting to do anything stupid. Stu won't mind too much, actually, with this one, because, I mean, in terms of the overall finishing second, if he'd finished second to someone who had started P2, it wouldn't be good. But finishing second to someone who started P7, it's a bit more acceptable, because the chances of them making it cleanly through the pack next time are a bit less reduced. So that's sort of kind of playing on your mind that you don't need to do anything desperate. But Stu defending very hard now from the second place car, from the third place car, which was our P2 starter of Gareth Hobson. George Munns takes the win there.
So the result for that one was George Munns